Hi everybody, welcome to, well, what's left of Glen's retro show. Had a pretty bad couple of weeks. I wanted to kind of talk about them and get it out there because I haven't been able to do videos or anything for some time. First and foremost, my dog Blue, he was very sick for a few weeks. It turned out he had a ruptured C2 disc in his neck. And his surgery was very expensive, about $12,000. And I started a GoFundMe, and I don't know what to say, shocked or blessed or just humbled. But about 300 people had chipped in to the GoFundMe, and in about 5 days, they've been able to cover most of the surgery expenses. And to be honest, I really can't thank people enough. I really can't thank people enough for helping me in that way. I was really worried that I would not be able to save Blue. He was in way too much pain to continue. He'd be walking almost like walking on nails, and then he would just collapse. And he'd be just shaking a little bit, and he would just not be able to move. Because I've been told by the veterinarian that neck pain in animals of this type is excruciating. And we had tried pain medications thinking it was maybe a pulled muscle of some kind, but it turned out through an MRI that it was in fact a burst C2 disc. And he's doing really well right now. Again, no matter how many times I can say it, I really cannot thank all the people enough. I mean, I've been a lot of friends, fellow YouTubers, fellow people on Facebook, and complete strangers who knew nothing about me. But other people had shared the GoFundMe, and they chipped in, and some chipped in what they could, and other people chipped in more than I thought anyone should ever chip in. Yet alone, they did, and again, the expenses are just about covered. So I really, again, I cannot express enough how thankful I am to everyone who sent a kind word, who shared the GoFundMe. Words of encouragement, and of course helped pay for these services. And I'm just still stuck in that. So I just wanted, again, if I haven't thanked you personally, I'm doing it now. There were just so many people I would like to give shout outs to, but I'd be here making a typical Glen's hour-long video to do that. But I really want to thank you enough. The other thing that happened right before Blue had got in for his surgery was we had a hurricane come through. They called it a northern Arctic blast. And as you can see behind me, my basement did flood. And the basement is where I kept my collection. All my arcade one-ups, my ad games, legends, my IA arcade. You can see behind me my Zaxxon here. And my extremely rare, which really hurts more than anything, my extremely rare NES Pro Play home arcade. This was made back in the 90s. You can get them at Toys R Us in mail order, and it was designed to put in your NES. Your NES would go in right here, and it was an arcade cabinet for that, but they've all received substantial water damage. Actually, all of the machines received substantial water damage. Like the Act Games, iArcade, Arcade 1, all the power supplies were in the water, but then again also the wood was. So if the machines are working, I can't test them right now because the power supplies were all underwater, but the cabinets themselves have all received substantial water damage. And you can see all the sheetrock has been removed, my flooring's been removed. I had CRT monitors, as well as these arcade machines, CRT monitors on the floor because they're heavy. Some of my collection, as you remember in my videos, I've had a substantial collection. Some stuff was on shelving, from shelving first shelf up, I guess. Were okay because they were above the 1 foot water line. Pretty much I got about 8 or 9 inches of water in here, and the wood absorbed it up to over a foot. So I don't know the status. I'm sure I'll be doing something. I just don't know when I'll be able to continue because right now You can hear some of the machines. I turned a couple off for a few minutes. We're still trying to dry this all out. Mold comes relatively quickly, and I had a fantastic crew come in. Okay, I'm here with Victor. You're the VP, right?
I am the VP of Operations of Air Care Environmental.
He's the VP now. The reason I'm bringing him on again is I was talking about the mold a second ago, and they put some stuff down to pull out those chemicals. And I asked them a couple of questions about it. Can you tell me what that's doing right now?
So basically, the Calbright, what it does is, rather than just cleaning the surface of the mold, we're actually digging the mold right out of its roots. So this is why you see this little foam coming up. So it's extracting the mold. So a lot of mold companies will come and they'll spray a certain type of chemical. It's only going to clean the surface of it. Our product, Calbright, actually sucks the mold right out of its roots, and this is when you start seeing this foaming stuff. And this is a good indication the product is working. See here?
And actually the wood, I mean, we looked at it before. I think I have some camera pictures I'll put in later, but the wood was darker, and now it's coming up a lot lighter.
Oh yeah, actually. So what the Calbright also does is, it actually restores the wood back to its natural grain. And this is why you get that nice wood color, like it just came from the lumber yard.
And you're touching it, which means it can't be too harmful to people.
Non-toxic product, biodegradable, eco-friendly. Keep that in mind too. You don't want a lot of mold companies coming spraying a bunch of chemicals that may be harmful for you and the family. So non-toxic, biodegradable, eco-friendly Calbright.
And again, the storm was only, what, 2-3 days ago at this point?
I would say about 3 days ago.
3 days ago. And, you know, the mold, I was shocked. I mean, I had dehumidifiers running down here. I really didn't think I needed this, but it wasn't for them coming out and showing me. I mean, I didn't believe it. I didn't. And you people know me, you know, I'm a cheap, I didn't believe it.
It's not true.
But, you know, seriously, Victor came in, Mary came in, and the crew, and they're doing a great job cleaning up, but there was mold. And
there was, unfortunately.
And the mold does have health issues, right?
It does causes numerous health issues, fatigueness, respiratory, tiredness, countless things that mold could do to your body that are harmful. And if you have mold issues, definitely give us a call at Air Care Environmental, and we'll come and we'll help you out. Absolutely.
Right, I want to thank Victor. Thanks again. I normally shake my left hand, that's what's available.
Hey, you can't multitask it, camera.
But the bigger thing is that the guys come in very professional. Everyone's been very professional. Everyone's been working really hard. Everything I don't do, they've been doing. So,
hey, he helped out a lot. Don't let him fool you guys. He did a lot of work too, okay?
Well, they know what I have in my game room. Before you guys came over, I had about 90% of it pulled out already.
Yeah, he did.
So,
sure enough.
But I'm sheltered. So what am I going to do?
I can't wait to come back and play some games. Retro Glen, we're here.
All right, guys. Till a little bit later, we'll talk again. Here, helping me out. Air Care Environmental. Did a couple of videos with them before, but they came in right away. I mean, this thing happened. Hundreds and hundreds of thousands of people, or not hundreds of thousands, but hundreds or thousands of people had their basements flooded. And I had a sump pump going in here. I also had 2 additional hose pumps going. They were running constantly, and the water still overpowered them. And I shouldn't say it overpowered the sump pump. The sump pump was still going fine, but the water just kept coming in from everywhere else around, and damaged all the stuff here in the basement. But Air Care Environmental came in, you know, and they got right to work. And even after doing it, you know, mold had started. Mold starts, I guess, very, very fast. So that's why everything had to get ripped out of here. A lot of the machines had to put outside again because the wood was wet and started to also get mold. But the good or bad thing, however you look at it, what happened to blue put things into perspective. I mean, this is all material things. I mean, I normally would have been, you know, very bad off, upset with what's happened here, and it's still upsetting. But when you compare this to your pet or a child or a living creature, it's really not a big deal. When I saw how much pain blue was in, this really doesn't compare to that. But this is still something I do have to deal with. And I just want to put an update out there, let you guys know that, you know, this was the space. This was it. As you can see right now, it's not here at the moment. I got to get this fixed, and I really don't know what we're doing with these things here. A lot of stuff I think is going to be a loss with it, but a lot of stuff I was able to save. My smaller things, you know, like my New Wave toy stuff and the things I built. My console collection, most of them were okay. My Magnavox Odyssey, unfortunately, the very first Magnavox Odyssey, the very first game console, happened to be on the lowest shelf. Had gotten wet, and some other things, which I still have to go through. But in any case, I just really wanted to post here to let you guys know this is kind of what I'm dealing with right now. So that's why videos may be quite a bit before I start doing them again. But also to really thank everyone out there for Blue. Because to be quite honest, Blue is much more important than really any of this. That dog is another child to me, like Cole. He's been here for us. He's only 8 years old. And if it wasn't for the help from all of you out there in YouTube, in Twitter, in Facebook, just on the internet in general, from GoFundMe, and people just reaching out for kind words, I am humbled beyond words, and I really just wanted to thank you all, and that's really all I'm trying to say in this battling video. So with that, I hope everyone out there is okay. I hope you realize and think about what's really important in life. I mean, this stuff is one thing, but family, friends, loved ones are much more important. So with that, I will leave you with, pick up the phone, call a loved one, tell them you love them. Thank you.
Sit, Blue, sit. Good dog.